This morning I've come along to meet Frank Maynard, who's got 3 runners in this weekend's big race, the Peugeot Trophy, due off at 4:35. Frank, thanks for taking time out of what seems like a hectic morning stables for you. Always a busy man. We'll start with California Cat in the weekend's big race. Seems to set the standard.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt he's the best horse in the race. If he drew a barrier, he'd definitely win, I have no doubt. But he's drawn a little bit awkward for the 1100, but haven't done a lot with him since the Sprint Trophy, but the barrier beat him there and he should bounce back. But, he's got to get across. It's not going to be easy from the 1100 in KL, so I'm just hoping,
And Bakari back on board?
Yeah, no, he hasn't done much wrong on the horse. He's won a couple on him by a big space. Obviously now he's in Class 1, but Bakari knows what to do. He's a nice balanced rider. It's just that first 200 metres, you'll know how California Cat's going to run.
And Frank, I think we spoke briefly about it yesterday. It's quite a compressed weight scale, isn't it? There's not much weights between them. And for this horse, he's a sizable sort of horse. The 58 doesn't inconvenience him at all?
Not at all. The 58's not a problem. Big, strong horse. They're pretty, even a horse like Engine's only 4 kilos off him, so he's probably well weighted in some way.
And Frank, your other runner, a very interesting one, I think, is Dark Matter. He had 1 run for you. That was last August, I think, and he won that for you, and then he went back to Singapore. Didn't show much in the way of form there, but some of his back form's really good. And if he comes back to his best, he's going to have a chance, isn't he?
One of his runs in Singapore was very good. It's a higher standard there, but he's a good horse. Probably my training facilities help a little bit. Definitely will need the run, but barrier 3, Noel Callow is going to be there. Very hard to beat if the track's fine. We don't get any heavy rain.
Sure, yeah, he's got 321 days to overcome Dark Matter, but he was a winner in Maynard. He won the UAE 2000 Guineas trial and also won a handicap there, 100 to 113 rated. So on his day, Frank, he's a very decent horse, isn't he?
Very good. Obviously he's not going as good as then, but he went to Singapore. Great horse early in Singapore, then won in Dubai, then had injuries. And that's why he's come to Malaysia, but got him back on track, very happy with him. It's just whether he needs that one good hit out. He'll obviously be better the next run, but as I said, Noel Callow's on him, and Noel's, I think he can lift him the last bit, but we're hoping.
Yeah, big positive, Noel Callow on board Dark Matter. And your third and final runner, Engine. Jose de Souza booked to ride Engine. Ran a decent race on probably unsuitable ground last time in the Getha Cup.
Yeah, well, Engine's, I think he's a great chance in the race. He's not in the same class as California Cat and Dark Matter, but I think it'll be run to suit him. There'll be speed on. Engine will get back, and I was lucky enough to get Jose. As I said, he's not the best horse in the race, but it's going to be run to suit him. And, then it comes into horses like Tarada. My 2 picks would probably be Tarada and Engine. And you'd never think Engine could beat California Cat. It's just the way the race may be run.
And Frank, do you envisage there being much pace on in the race?
Definitely nice ones, going really well. It's in good form. There is a lot of pace here, and California Cat's the outside horse, Yanis Santra, I thought it could win the race until it drew 11. It's going to have to work hard to get across and make a race of it. But I think they'll all go hard, and it'll be won by a back marker. Sure,
yeah, and we can't finish this interview, Frank, without asking about Trojane, who won the Getha Cup last time. She runs again this weekend, and how's she been 2 weeks on from the Getha Cup victory?
She keeps stepping up, doesn't she? But there's one thing she's got in her favour this week. She's got Noel Callow on, but it's a strong race. There's a lot of depth in it, and I said that last start when she won. But we did get rain, and that helped. That came into her advantage. But if we get a good track, she's going to find it hard to beat those horses.
Yeah, I mean, some of these Metro Cs, Frank, they can prove quite competitive little heats, can't they?
There's a lot of good horses in Malaysia. People don't. Say our horses are up to standard, but there's some very good horses here. I've trained good horses outside of here, and there's some good horses. There's a lot of bad horses as well. Like everywhere, there's bad horses, but those C races are very competitive this weekend. That won't be easy to win.
And Frank, if you had to nail your colours to one of them of the 3, which one would it be?
Well, that's pretty tricky because, Dark Matter's great horse, going to get the good run. California Cat could be caught on a limb. And Engine's not the best horse in the race, but he's flying, So it wouldn't surprise me if Engine come down the outside. I'll go Engine. So
Frank Maynard then 3 solid chances in this weekend's feature race, the Peugeot Trophy, due off at 4:35. And Frank, the way things are going this season, it wouldn't be unheard of now for you to win the big one.
Yeah, let's hope so. There's nothing wrong with it. We've just put another shelf in the office for the trophy, so I've had a good run, yeah.
Well, Frank, let's hope we can fill it. Frank, thanks for joining me and very best of luck.
Thank you. Thanks, Nick.